If you spend most of your day staring at a screen, and let's be honest, most of us do, your eyes are probably telling you about this. You know, that tired, strained feeling by the end of the day. If you are having issues with your eyes, this is one thing that might be worth adding to your routine. And there's actually one ingredient in here that most eye supplements skip, and I'll get to that in a minute. So let's go over the NuBest AREDS''2 vitamins. I'm gonna cover what's actually in this, break down the key ingredients, and talk about who this is for, all to help you make a better informed buying decision for your supplements. So this is a eye health supplement from NuBest. It's based on the AREDS''2 formula, which, if you're not familiar, stands for Age-Related Eye Disease Study 2. It's basically a research-backed combination of nutrients that's been studied specifically for supporting eye health as we get older. So this comes in capsule form. It has 60 capsules, so there's a 1-month supply at 2 capsules a day. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and non-GMO. Okay, so let's have a look at the bottle and the pills. Here we go, you can see the bottle, look at the ingredients, we'll cover those in a second here. Let's have a look at the actual pills themselves. So we have the standard cotton swab that you get, which is always kind of hard to take out when it has this type of lid. I just take off the entire lid. You can always take out the cotton swab itself. Okay, there are our pills. So your standard capsule, really. Standard size, I would say it's like a medium-sized capsule. Not too big, not too small. So let's now talk about the ingredients here. Okay, so one of the main ingredients is lutein. Comes with 20 milligrams per serving, and that's the top end of the clinical range here. So most eye health studies use somewhere between 10 and 20 milligrams, and lutein supports your macula, which is the part of the eye responsible for sharp central vision. You know, really important if you're on screens all day. Okay, and then we have zeaxanthin, 4 milligrams per serving, and that gives you a 5-to-1 ratio with lutein, which is what eye health research points to as the sweet spot. So this works alongside lutein to help filter blue light and protect the cells in your retina, which is really nice to have. Okay, and then we have the Eye Health Macular Protection proprietary blend that comes in at 186 milligrams. And in there we get bilberry. And this is a plant-based antioxidant. You know, think of it like a cousin to blueberries. This supports blood flow to the eyes and helps with eye fatigue. You know, so if your eyes feel tired by the end of a long workday, this is one of the ingredients helping with that. Okay, another key ingredient here is BioPerine black pepper extract. And this specifically was added to help your body absorb everything else more effectively. And this is the one I mentioned. You know, a lot of eye supplements just skip this, and it actually makes a real difference in how much of those other ingredients your body can use. So it doesn't matter, you know, how many nutrients you're intaking, it matters how many nutrients you're intaking and absorbing. Okay, another key ingredient in the proprietary blend is the astaxanthin. Okay, so this is a natural carotenoid sourced from algae, specifically 𝗕𝗘𝗡𝗪. And this just provides an extra antioxidant protection and works together with a lutein and zeaxanthin. So what I like about this is all the carotenoids in this formula are naturally sourced from marigold flowers and algae, not synthetic. And this is GMP certified, so it's made in a facility that follows strict manufacturing standards for consistency and cleanliness. And it's also non-GMO, which is nice to know. So what I like about this is the ingredient formula is really comprehensive. You're getting the AREDS''2 nutrients plus plant-based antioxidants like bilberry, grape seed, and carrot powder all in one capsule. And the black pepper extract is a good addition for absorption of the nutrients in this. It's also important to note that this is a long-term supplement. Like most supplements, you're always going to want to take regularly. So you're not going to see dramatic results overnight. You know, some people notice less eye fatigue within the first week or two, but for the full benefits, you're looking at consistent daily use over several months. So who should get this supplement? So if you're someone who works on a computer all day, you know, office workers, remote workers, anyone staring at screens for 8+ hours, and you're feeling that eye strain, fatigue by the end of the day, this formula was designed with that in mind. The ingredients specifically target the kind of wear and tear that comes from long screen sessions. It's also important to note that taking breaks is incredibly important for eye strain. So this alone isn't going to, you know, cure your eye strain. You know, think of it like the gym. If you're at the gym constantly working out and you're not giving yourself any breaks, you know, it doesn't matter how many supplements you're taking, you're always going to be run down and just eventually be sick from working out so much and just not having any breaks, and just your body will shut down. So Comparing it to, working out, you will need to schedule breaks. That's really important. And this also works really well if you're 40 plus and you're starting to think about long-term eye health as part of your wellness routine. As we get older, our eyes naturally need more support, and the AREDS2 formula was specifically studied for this. And if your eye doctor has recommended an AREDS supplement, this checks those boxes with the added benefit of the plant-based antioxidants and the black pepper extract for absorption. So if you're looking for something that gives you instant dramatic results, this isn't that. This is more of a daily maintenance supplement. So in my opinion, the NuBest AREDS2 eye vitamins are a really solid option if you're looking to support your eye health long term. The formula is comprehensive. You're getting a good dose of a lot of key ingredients that will help with your eye health. So if you're someone who wants to take care of your eyes going forward, this is definitely worth checking out.